What is going on, world? Happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of What's in Your iPad podcast. I'm your man, Cypha Omni in the house today. That's how we get down. Here with the squad, Cheez Da Producer, DragonFlyBry, and Ms.LeD. And we have a special guest in the house. Vortex is in the house on this episode. So everybody, make sure you hit the like button before we get this popping off. We are doing Roland ZenBeats versus Cubasis 3. Holla at us. Let us know what you think in the comments. How's everybody doing?
I'm chilling, man.
Having a good time. Honored to be here. Honored to be here, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Vortex, because you're like the Cubasis
God,
so you're about to bust some shit down for the listeners.
Nice.
I'm still a little nervous, being among the OGs here, but I'm gonna try my best.
Stop it. No, thank you though. We appreciate you. And we'll leave links down below, everyone, so you could get to Vortex's channel and his page and everything. But word, we're gonna get to chopping this fable. This is the last episode for the season, guys, for us. So we did a big, well,
it's an honor to close it out then.
Yeah. We're back. You know, yeah, definitely.
Facts. So it's Cubasis 3 versus Roland ZenBeats. And we did a giveaway. Last week we announced on the show, if you repost what we posted up to your page, we're doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for the info on that. That'll be later on. But who's gonna start? Who we gonna start with? Cubasis or Roland ZenBeats? What's good? I'll just say I've been sleeping on ZenBeats. Sleeping. That's I just throw that out there. I think we all been sleeping on ZenBeats.
Yeah,
I don't mean all of us here.
Yeah.
I think all of us in the iOS community have been asleep.
Don't worry, one of us here too. Yeah, I'm Cubasis, but like ZenBeats, yeah, I'm here for the education for that. Yeah.
Right,
I gotta
that
shout out.
shit is aight.
Yeah.
You got to shout out Nutrix, Nutrix the synth guy. He did a lot of videos actually on
Really?
ZenBeats over the past few months. So if you guys are looking to get more informed on ZenBeats, definitely check out Nutrix the synth guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. I'll look it up. I'll put it in the description as well, listeners, because man, I was
actually believe
ZenBeats.
actually believe he produces in ZenBeats, but then does his final mixes in Auria Pro.
Oh, he still uses Auria. I love that because
I
think that Auria Pro is still great. That's another one people sleep on. We don't worry, we'll be back in the next season. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do verses and regular episodes. So we're gonna cover Auria Pro. I don't know who we putting it against now that we kind of like, you know, got most of the good doors. What is there another good door out there that we?
There's a couple.
You guys kind of covered most of them.
The doors, yeah. I forgot the name of this one. It's very simple. I think it's just like no pun intended, Vortex, but I think it's mobile music something.
Yes.
You know,
shout out to iPad Beatmaking. He just did a recent long form 45+ minute deep dive into that DAW on that specific DAW. Multi-track. He calls it MMP.
It's something, multi-mode.
I forget,
something like that, but
he abbreviates into 3 letters. Yep.
It looks simple and people sleep on it, but a number of people have told me that thing is a beast. Absolutely. So I'm gonna check that thing out, and we'll see if it can go up against Auria. We'll do it. Absolutely. Also, listeners, if you guys have suggestions and you want us to do certain ones, let us know. You know, we'll put it in the hat. My bad, Vortex. What you was gonna say?
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Just I was just going to agree with you there. It is crazy how some people are sleeping on these DAWs, Auria Pro and ZenBeats, you know. But a DAW is a big thing to learn, right? So it does take a lot of time to really dive into it deep, and so it takes a lot of commitment. And that's just something that, you know, a lot of producers, we only have so much time, and we get real comfortable with the stuff that we have. So that's why I thank you guys so much for these videos and videos like these to open people's eyes up to possibilities of other apps.
Well, thank you. And you too, because you put some really good videos out there. I've been digging into the Cubasis bag, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's all Cubasis.
The Cubasis God. That's why I call you that, because I see you, Cubasis. But you know that it's dope stuff. You know what I mean? People could go in there and learn, and that's what's up. I love that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Still kind of doing beginner to intermediate stuff right now. Eventually going to do more advanced stuff, but right now I still have so many videos planned just for beginners and intermediates, and I think that's a really important demographic to get right for the iPad music production community, because that's where a lot of people that's where they enter, right? That's where that's the top of the funnel. So we really have to make sure that we get that nice and smooth transition, so that eventually when they're ready, they can have a nice smooth transition from easy to advanced, because there's not a whole lot of advanced stuff per se on videos and music production on iOS. Pete Johns has some stuff and Garageband has some stuff, but we're all kind of mostly focused on that beginner to intermediate. And again, the reason for that is what we just said, is to make sure that we really get those folks handled correctly, so that when we're ready to actually do more advanced stuff, they can just have their handheld all the way through.
Right. All right, fellas. So who we starting with? Who I'm opening up first?
I guess what ZenBeats, because
that's
the first one you talked. That's the first one you spoke about.
All right.
Do you go just through the categories?
Ms.LeD,
do you go just through the categories, like the price, overall look, custom, or do you guys just?
Well, what we do is first we start just talking about what we love, what we don't like, and then we start breaking down the scorecard.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I'm gonna open ZenBeats up for everybody so that we can see. Come here, ZenBeats. Okay, I don't have an account here yet because this is brand new, this iPad. So I want to skip for now. Can I not skip? Is that what it? I gotta open an account. It'll be up on the screen. You'll see.
I got ZenBeats open too.
I have. Okay, so this is good to learn when you first open the app. This is okay. We could learn this, but no. I have it, but this is a brand new iPad. So damn. But there's no way to just skip, huh?
Oh, you not because it's got to download like.
So hold on, people. I'm gonna take this off the screen for 1 second, listeners. And if one of you guys want to start with what you love about ZenBeats while I sign in, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember I used to rock heavy with this when it was called Stage Light. Like when it first dropped. You know what I mean?
I did. Yes, I
remember
that.
You remember that, Brian? I forgot too for a minute.
Stage Light was crazy. You know what I mean? And it was just like the original form of this. You know what I mean? And all they did was get it better. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really think about it, like it was nothing wrong with Stage Light, but they just took it and they just added like the rolling sounds to it. You know, everything like that. You know. Like, so like it's Stage Light, ZenBeats, is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like the to me, one of my favorite parts about it is the drum machine. Because like what you can do to every single like drum sound that you put in there. Like I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh, there's no sampler in here. It's like, no, stupid, there is. That drum machine is a sampler, you know what I mean? If you chop your shit up beforehand and then throw it into the drum machine, like you basically got you a sampler, you know what I'm saying? So like ZenBeats is crazy, you know what I mean? Like you got to do a little extra work on the outside before you get the work inside, you know what I mean? Like just for like sampling, but like otherwise it's dope, you know what I mean?
Does it have time stretching?
I believe that there is a time stretching. If you double check on the drums, you can choose the stretch mode as smart or vinyl.
That's right. Hell yeah, that's right. Because I remember I would do that with the drums, and it changes like the whole, like you can change the whole characteristic of a snare just by turning that time stretch on and just changing the pitch, because it's going to stay the same length, but it's just going to change the actual sound. Telling you, man, like, and then you could throw AV3 in as an effect on each drum. The fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like that shit is crazy. Like that shit is like you could get busy in there. You get real busy in there. Like, you know, and they updated the sequencer too. Like that's in there. Like because before it was like everything was like kind of right on a beat. And like now they let you kind of go in there and kind of move things. You can move them around on it. Like this shit is dope.
I just pulled it up on the screen so everyone could see.
And the sequence, I'm just talking about the sequence on the drum machine. Before you could kind of offset the notes, like you had like a way to like use. I think it was like with automation you could offset it, but now like I think you're actually going on the sequencer in the drum machine and move the notes around. So like.
Yeah, there's actually a toggle switch where you can toggle from back and forth between the just the sequencer and then notes, the actual drum notes. And so
I see that.
Make the notes go wherever you want to go.
Yeah, this is dope. I love the layout of this shit.
Yeah, this is nice, man. Like
something I super appreciate about ZenBeats is the preset everywhere type of mentality that they have going on with the user interface. Everywhere there's presets, there's patterns. You can have patterns for presets. You can load edit patterns in that drum sequencer. You can have presets for I forget. I didn't write down all the places, but I just remember seeing the presets everywhere and all of these different places that you can have, and that's something that's really, really, really awesome to have, specifically for patterns, drum patterns.
Yeah, no, that's real true. Because I guess that's an easy way to get a groove started. You know what I mean? Like, or just get a vibe going. You know, like you just pull it up right quick.
Well, you have presets in the drum sounds, so you can choose your presets for drum sounds and save those. Then you have presets of the patterns, so you can choose those. And yeah, so the drum machine is really, really nice in ZenBeats. Really nice. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm opening all this up so everyone could see on the screen, listeners, viewers. Just a run through. So if you don't have Roland ZenBeats, you can see all the little options and stuff. I'm just literally hitting every button. I think Roland ZenBeats has some of the best saving options out of all the apps I've ever used to make music. Like the stem saving, it's just easy, it's simple. Like you could save to the cloud if you have the you could save right to the cloud. You could even sending between is just amazing, because like I said, I have this new iPad, so like being able to send all this stuff right over, I love the way they're if you look at the way they have their saving everything, is so dope.
I didn't even check out the export options. That's interesting. Did you get the M1
it's good.
for your new iPad?
No, this is a old iPad. It's an old mini that I had, but what I did was wiped it clean and just for doing live streams. So there's no apps on there, literally. I just download the app. Right, basically. Like cool. Nobody was using it. I was like, well, guess what? You just became the little screen for our lives, right? Nice. But and
don't forget, you could also save, when you save a song, you could save a photo to it. Like, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you brought that up.
It's like Reason.
I think this has like the best saving options out of all these apps we use. I love the way the save is on this. What else did the undo is limited, because some apps undo is not limited. It only goes to like this just said I'm about to raise my hand. What? It just popped up on my screen. But the undo is limited. I know somebody had told me, I don't really like Roland ZenBeats. I don't like the look of it. But I was like, bro, it's not that bad on the eyes. Like, I've seen worse apps.
It's not.
I don't mind it.
We've seen way worse. We've all seen way worse on iOS.
I don't mind it.
It's not the best, but at the same time, the features that it gives you, like, it will make you just kind of look past that. Like like you could send, you got the sends you got in there, like the way you can like actually mix in this thing. Yep. You know what I mean? Like,
it's got actual sends, like you say. It's not just groups like in Cubasis. There's actual sends, and you can set up sends of sends.
Yeah.
Show the drum machine on there.
This shit is nice, huh?
Show the drum machine window on it.
Look, right now I got up really quick. You can see some of these effects and stuff on here.
Oh, I should
it'll go away in a second. Yeah, that was the delay. I went to I went to the effects.
This works on all your devices, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Completely universal.
Yeah.
I think it works on Linux.
Oh, word.
This thing is everywhere. Yep.
Really?
That's crazy. Yeah, I knew Bry was gonna open his eyes big for that one when he said that.
I'm always looking for Linux apps. Yeah.
This thing is mad universal.
Yeah.
Let me hit the chat real quick, fellas. Let's see who's in there and say what's up. We know Jerry's in here. Jerry said knock knock. Who's there?
Styron.
He was first.
Yeah.
What's up, Styron?
And what's going on, man?
Yo, Bagel said Vortex is a Cubasis sensei.
So it was only right we grabbed Vortex up and stole him for this.
EQ on, EQ off.
Yo, you just reminded me. Shout out to Wax On, Wax Off Vinyls. That's my new plug. Check him out on Instagram. I'm gonna leave his link. He's been sending me some fire. And if you guys, if you want to purchase some, I don't want to say he's from a place and I'm wrong. So I don't want to, I think he's in Japan.
Just say international.
Yeah, well, we done said it already, so. But if you want some fire samples and vinyl, check out his page, people. I'm gonna leave it in the description because he got some heat and he'll sell you the vinyl or he'll rip you the waves.
Wow.
Word. And he's so cool. What?
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, yeah, about the UI, like if you can get past it, because you know what, it actually isn't that super ugly, but the thing about it is that it is designed to be touch. It is, all the buttons are like big, you know, so that is one thing about the UI, that even if you don't like the look of it, thing is functional.
Right.
Super functional. Buttons nice and big everywhere you need to, everywhere you need them, and the keyboard, you know, has the pads and the different scales built in and everything. So
that's a good point. I'm looking at the automation real quick.
Automation is pretty nice in here too. You get to draw that in.
Yeah, I see that.
You can map controllers to it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can MIDI map anything in here. Yep.
Yep. I mapped on my other iPad. I was messing with this and I mapped my Novation, my launch control. I always forget the name of that thing, and it was working nice.
You know, like too about this on like on every every channel, like the little like filter, you know, is like real visual. You can see exactly, like, you know, they have like with the frequencies, like where they're going up and down, you know, and then they have like the filter you can bring it up like from the low, the high pass or the low pass. You know what I mean? It's just, so it just makes shit easy. You know what I mean? Like,
I was going to say, one of the things that looks really that's slick about it, because I'm learning just as much as Bry is about this app too. But the usability of it does look pretty simple and straight to the point.
I like.
It reminds me of Nano Studio, actually.
Yeah.
The user interface of it.
Facts.
And that's a popular app, so if you like Nano Studio.
You know what I like about this too? You can use it as like, you guys know my wording never comes out right, so somebody will figure it out. Every time I raise my hand, my screen tells me I'm raising my hand. That's crazy. Anyway, you can use this in loop style. This is crazy. Every single time I do it. One of you do it and see if it happens to you.
It detects like you're raising, like if you're
and it says it literally says you're about to raise your hand.
Yeah. Are you on? It has the iPad doing it though.
Yeah, it's the iPad.
It's
now
the iPad app.
See
it?
That's
the iPad app.
Oh, you guys on the computer?
Yeah, I'm on PC. That ain't happening on PC.
I'm right, fancy asses. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all the iPad. That's iOS.
Oh shit.
Tim Cook was like, look, some people might not be able to press a button, so we have to detect.
Hey, I ain't mad. That's that next level shit right there.
Speaking of next level, can we talk about how Cypha name is still Cypha Omni? Like,
Play too much.
It's gonna be the AKA from now on. Cypha Omni, AKA Cypha Omni.
Oh my goodness. Yo.
What I was gonna say was you can go into just loop style and pattern mode like in this app, or you could just go back into regular, like what's the word I'm looking
linear.
for? Thank you, linear.
Yo,
I'm losing it lately.
and remember you was talking about all the things you could save. You could save an entire like a track, like with like I guess with the instrument and everything that's on it. You can have it like a track template. You know what I mean? Like, That's nuts.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like that's nuts. Like
now
the instruments that come with it. How you like those?
The ZC1. I mean, come on, like that is amazing. That ZC1, plus the amount of presets that it comes with, it can do anything that you need.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 because you know. If it's one thing, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like any drum sounds from either of these apps. They're just not my style. You know, I have to beef them up and do more. They're very poppy.
And they're kind of similar across the board too, because I also got the kind of like GarageBand's, you know, stock
Yeah, it's
sounds
just
and drums.
that
So, I mean,
exactly.
just some of that, you know what I mean?
That stock sound, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I guess there is some of those stock sounds in here, but when it comes to the drums, but there's still a lot of good drums too. I mean, there's a lot of good drum sounds in here and a lot of good synth sounds from the ZC1, but there's a lot of good sampled sounds inside that ZC1 as well, like nylon guitar. They got a lot of good. I mean, they kind of got everything that an intermediate or beginner would need. Just all the instruments that you need, the patterns that you need, the effects that you need. You don't need to buy any audio units. This kind of really has
That's a fact.
everything
Yeah,
that you
this
need to
has
buy
ton. Yeah.
as far as just the stock stuff. Like you wouldn't really actually need to buy audio units because there is enough stock effects in here, and the stock stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, and if you did
That's
buy,
true.
like, you know, if you was buying, you could get like free audio units and use this. You know what I mean? Like because
There's a bunch of free ones.
a lot of good free sounds and effects. You know, just like the one we were talking about last week. Was that Chow Tape?
Yep.
Chow Tape.
Yeah.
Model, you know, like
Amazing.
You know.
Yeah.
Y'all can check that episode out if you ain't see it.
I mean, you literally like you can build your own tape machine with that thing. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that shit's silly. That shit's crazy what you can do.
Put it in the chat, man.
But ZenBeats is fire.
I think the guy has a not a scholarship, but what do you call it when you get a government grant? I believe he's got a grant to make some of that stuff. That's why all the Chow stuff is free. I think he's got a grant right now.
I could see that because I don't know if you noticed how Chow Tape started was a school project.
Yep. And I
thought
think they
that
got
was
a
dope.
grant to continue that.
That's
To continue
dope.
that research, because the stuff that they're doing over there, if you go to the website, the research that they're doing over there is intense. They've only got a few apps, but the research leads me to believe that they're going to have a whole lot more apps, and they're going to blow people's minds over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I believe it. And you know what? That's so dope. He could be charging and he's not. And that's dope.
He's just got a little tip in there.
I love that.
All the apps.
Yeah, I love that. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I think every app developer should do that, even if they charge.
Even if they
because-
charge, I agree.
I would totally be giving Beatmaker 3 so much of my money.
I paid,
And if
I paid a
if they're
couple tips.
watching,
Yeah.
like I would like after every hot track, I would be like, tip.
Yeah.
They about to just take your license.
I know. They love me.
And next time you open this shit, he's gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta pay." Like you said, you would pay.
Yeah, like we're listening right now too.
They love me. I love them at Intua. Shout out to Intua. Love them. That's my favorite. Everyone knows that's my favorite app. But
It's got a lot of love, that app. You know, one of the biggest kind of communities out there. I think it's bigger than Cubasis. I think it's bigger than, you know, a lot of other iOS communities out there. There's a lot of people using Beatmaker.
It's
And,
super
and there's
good.
it's actually used on larger channels as a majority more than any other iOS DAW.
Yeah.
Maybe
And you know-
GarageBand. GarageBand will be the only other one that would be as big or bigger.
Yeah. Even with that being said, I still always see a lot of hate because I just think people don't realize how powerful that app is. Like, even if that's the same thing, like you said with GarageBand, people still hate on that.
Yep.
And you can't get any better than free for what it does too.
I
Like,
think
I've
it's like
never had a
$5.
problem.
It might be $5 for the full version, I think, for GarageBand, but you get so much stuff on iOS, just the iOS version. let alone that
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
So many
All right.
sounds.
So, fellas, do we have anything else to add before we move over and start looking at Cubasis?
You know, I don't.
Hmm.
Did anyone do like a little compare what they like better in Roland or no? I know my you know my bad, Cheese. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I forgot the key lock feature on here. I don't know if you know, a lot of people don't realize this has a key lock. But let me ask you guys a question: how many apps out there have that key lock? Do you guys think?
What's a key lock? What do you mean?
You
by key
can
lock?
Gadget
you don't. Yeah, Gadget has. So
Yeah.
you don't play a wrong note.
Oh, so the like scales and stuff.
Yeah,
Byron said in the chat.
So built that. Yeah, that's a good question. It's built right into their piano I believe. Where you can
Yeah,
just
you
be
could
on
put
a
it
single
on.
scale.
You could put it on or off, and I think that's dope. But I want to touch into that. How many apps do we have that a lot of people don't realize? Bryce said Korg.
Yeah, Gadget has it.
Every Korg
something
app.
like that, though, right?
Every single Korg app, by the way, not just Gadget, just so you guys know. Every single Korg app has that built-in scales, and they have the same keyboard, which is awesome.
Okay.
awesome. For
Beatmaker 3 has it too.
Beatmaker 3 has it.
Yeah, you like like you have to, but you have to do it on the pads though. I don't think it works on the keys.
Yeah, I don't think so either. After you told me that, because I didn't even know that the other night. I was looking. I'm assuming
obviously GarageBand, but
yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. A GarageBand. What else has that? Because I don't
not have that.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
That's one win for Roland. For Roland
ZenBeats. They got a few wins actually.
On the synthesizer, you can just pick scales when you play the little keyboard synthesizer on Cubasis.
Well, on Cubasis, you can definitely there's pads to be able to pick specific notes, so you can like do F3 and F4, but there's no scale, so you can't pick a scale and then remain in scale.
Okay.
For the pads or for the piano.
I thought it was, yeah.
No, that's why I got to use Scalar. I use Scalar. Shout out to Brambos and their app and their Rosetta Suite, but I use Scalar for that as a MIDI audio unit on pretty much every one of my tracks when I'm live, so I don't mess up in the wrong key.
Got you. But I think that's a big topic too. I don't think a lot of people realize about these features.
What, the scales?
Yeah, with the all of that, the key lock, everything.
Especially playing live.
As far as over Cubasis, Roland has a few things. I mean,
let's go.
the routing, the scales on the piano.
You think the routing's better in ZenBeats?
Oh yeah. The looping, the ability to have those loops, just like GarageBand has, and Beatmaker 3 as well. Those are the main things. Those are the main things that I see. That I've seen. Those, but they're big things.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, each one of those is a big thing. But then of course Cubasis has stuff over. Cubasis has some stuff over Roland, which we'll get into eventually too.
Facts. Tomo, what up? Tomodachi?
Yeah, I think one thing Cubasis got over ZenBeats is that little what is it? The channel input, like where
channel track.
Yeah, the what the hell is it? The channel strip.
Channel strip.
Yeah,
I call it channel
strip.
rack.
Yeah. No, that channel strip, like just that first little strip right there, where you can get a little bit of you can get a little saturation right there. You can get some compression. You got a little bit of EQ. Got a little bit of everything. It's right there before it even hits the fader. You know what I mean? Like.
And actually, it's just sounds better coming out of that channel strip. To be honest, like every sound I put through that channel strip, as soon as I turn it on, it's just better.
No, that's real. That's real. Because I've only used Cubasis 2, but I look at the two, I'm like, yo, these look exactly the same. And I wouldn't think, it ain't broke, so why would they fix it? They would just add features to it, you know what I mean? So
word.
That channel strip is very important though. I'm glad you mentioned that, Cheez, because that is default on every track, and that is an extremely important, powerful, and really good sounding plugin. It's almost like makes it a little bit like Auria Pro, just a little bit there, having that that complex but yet still simple of a channel strip. Because you look at the channel strip on Auria Pro, good lord, that's a channel strip. There's so many, it's so complex, so many different things. The channel strip on Cubasis is so straightforward. Just those 3 or 4 different things, all nice and vertical for you. One tap to bypass, brightly lit to let you know if it's bypassed or not. And just super functional, super good sounding, but yet still super simple user interface. I've never seen even an app, a channel strip. I've never even seen a channel strip app really as good as the Cubasis channel strip, actually.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. That is dope. I think with the Auria, right? I think
there's waves.
Auria, there's the wave bundles and stuff in there, and it's on sale right now.
When they pulled that in, it was genius. Yeah,
Waves is nice, dude. It does sound absolutely nice. It sounds. I think it sounds probably just as good as the default channel strip for sure. Slightly different because it's waves, but that's just going to be down to personal preference.
Right. I think they were on sale. So anything.
Everything Cubasis. So Cubasis itself, Cubasis 2, Cubasis 3, and all the in-app purchases are currently 50% off.
Yeah. Wait, so jump on.
Cubasis 3 is 50% off?
Yeah.
Let's just say $31.99 right now.
That's 33.
Sorry. Right now, if you don't
I'm sorry, 33. 33.
Oh, okay.
Still shoot. I mean, anytime you
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, it's a fact. but I was like, damn, if it was 50%, it was $32. God,
They only go 50%.
They go to math teacher.
They only go 50% Christmas and New Year's. That's the only time.
Yeah.
Every other time is 33.
It says save 35% on Cubasis 3 and 50% on selected in-app purchases.
Oh, okay.
Until April 25th.
So the IAPs are 50%.
Yeah. I know I saw a 50 somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
When I opened this up, it popped up. Yeah, I got Cubasis up on the screen now.
So I got a question about Cubasis. Is the one thing that I know I remember hearing a lot. It's the reason why I never got Cubasis 3 was that it was like a little like shaky, like it was like a little unstable at first.
Oh, can I please go? Can I please go?
Oh, absolutely. It was buggy in the beginning, but for sure, Ms.LeD, please. Ms.LeD, I know, has had some issues.
Yes, Vortex.
I know Ms.LeD
because I literally hit Vortex this week with some pictures that were hilarious, right? Cubasis 3 is super powerful and I love it. However, from day one, it never ever worked. It never worked 80% right for me, not even 100. I can't even get an 80 out of it. I've deleted the app, I've reinstalled it, and I don't know what it is. Now, I also want to say this to everyone. I did not reach out to the developer because I'm just one of those that you'll fix it when you fix it. I'm not a pain in the ass. So not to say it's his fault because he has no idea that I'm going through, these problems. So I don't want to sound like, oh, he doesn't do updates. No. He's very good with all of that. But the other day I opened Cubasis and the first time I ever got this, it was a error. I had all like corrupted files and shit.
I've never even seen that error before.
So what I did was I screenshot it and I sent it to Vortex and I was like, Cheez is gonna laugh because it was Cheez. Something I'm working on for you, Cheez. So the whole file said Cheez. The cheese drums, Cheez this. And I'm like, oh shit, I just lost that whole project that I was doing. So, send to Cheez. I hit Vortex and I was like, have you ever seen this? And he was like, wow, never saw that in my life. And you know what, Vortex, I didn't even tell you, I found 3 more projects like that after.
So see that type of situation, the first thing to try is to turn on and off the iPad. That's the first thing. I tried
everything.
Okay, yeah. Man, when projects get corrupted.
Those 4 projects, I lost all of them.
That's heartbreaking.
And now, just so the listeners know, this is on a 2018 iPad, so it's not an old iPad. You know what I mean?
That's what I run too.
Yeah, it should be it's not that I'm on the oldest, iPad and not capable of handling it. It's just, I don't know. This is my luck with things. I have the worst luck because I love Cubasis. Now, this is the funny shit, and Cypha could tell you this because me and Cypha have done albums in Cubasis 2, and I've also done some things in Cubasis 3 for some of his albums where I was able to get some stuff done without it crashing on me or messing up. That's how much I still love Cubasis 3, and that's how powerful I think it is, that I still try to work around the little bugs that I get. I just wanted to say that. But I don't know who else, if anyone else. Vortex, you say you never had that problem,
I seriously
right?
never had anybody. I've never seen it, and I've never had anybody send that to me. I've had people send me a lot of stuff. I've never seen a screenshot where it literally said the project was corrupted. I had to do a research or a search inside of the forums to see if that has ever happened to anybody.
Did you see anything?
And I didn't see anything. So I couldn't find anything that said a project was corrupted. So
I should have put the screenshot. I should have sent it over here and put it up.
I don't know what the heck. I felt so bad for you. I tried to search. I tried to check out the Audio Bus forums. I couldn't find anything on a corrupted Cubasis 3 project. The only thing I could, like I told you, Ms.LeD, the only thing I could say would be to send the projects to Steinberg to see if Lars's team can actually fix them, fix the projects.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to show them, not because, I'm in a rush to fix it, but yeah, it's something that he could probably help me with. Let me go back into our DM and get that picture I sent you because I didn't save it to my phone, and I'll bring it up so everyone can see what it says exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like we're kind of a little bit dogging on Cubasis, but not really. Like it had a lot of problems when it first came out. Like it really did, and the community knows. Like there's no hiding that. At this point, like Cubasis absolutely kind of stumbled when it first launched. It did not stick the landing for the launch. So in my opinion, it didn't really fully meet its potential really until the most recent, which is Cubasis 3.4 update, because in there it fixed the the multi-core engine that allows you to use all of the cores of the actual iPad, and now everything runs so fast and so smooth. You can open up massive projects now with that enabled and with that working properly as it was, because that was actually something that many people like myself, Jamie Mallender, and other people were recommending to turn off by default. Turn off that multi-core processing, turn that thing off, because
I heard
all
that.
it did was cause issues and really kind of just slowed the whole app down. But in 3.4 or was it 3.3, it completely was fixed, 100% fixed. Turn that thing on and don't ever turn it off, because you can have so much power with that now. So that's, I mean, so it really, Cubasis, it was plagued with issues, plagued with bugs, and every new version does have a couple new bugs that they got to fix and things like that. But they have been pretty attentive, especially in the forums. You know, Lars is the gentleman that I believe Ms.LeD was referring to there, and you know, when she was saying, you know, we're not blaming Lars, or anything like that. This is just the nature of the beast when it comes to software development. So
yeah. It happens. You know what I mean?
Two was pretty solid though. See, so since 2 was so solid, that was a disappointment. So when people started reporting that 3 was like,
that's a good point.
Kind of buggy.
Because
like,
2
I
was
just stayed on 2 for. That's what I'm saying. Like I've used 2 in like all types of situations. I've like even like cut stuff that actually ended up on real records. You know. So yeah, I was scared to go to 3, and I'm actually still a little bit scared to go to 3. But hearing you guys say that stuff, maybe I will make the jump.
It was absolutely sad, you know, because you know, especially for content creators too that were using Cubasis 2, and like Jamie and myself and stuff, and it took us a while to go to Cubasis 3 because it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. And so, but now, you know, since 3.1 fixed a lot of bugs, and now 3.3 and 3.4. This thing is, in my opinion, really rock solid stable. There, of course, is still people reporting various issues and things like that. But for me, Jamie Mallender, and other people that I know that are on this thing every day, all day, this thing is rock solid after 3.4, 3.4.1. It's rock solid, and it's fast.
It's great to hear.
Really fast.
I'm sorry. It was for this one was for one of your contests, Cheez, that you threw that I jumped in. So I'm gonna pull it up on the screen now so everyone could see the corruption. But I found this on 3 other, you know, so a total of 4 projects I lost. And I've never had anything tell me it was corrupted. So that shit just blew my mind. I was like, what?
Yeah, I've had that happen like a couple times. Or like I had
Did
it
you?
happen on like Gadget. I had it happen one time, like at a joint.
A corrupted project, Cheez?
A corrupted project. I was looking at it because it just came up on my screen. But I had a corrupted project, but like I just it just won't open it up. Like the file is just gone. Like I don't know if I probably close it the wrong way or something like that, or something. Maybe while it was saving, I closed the app or some craziness like that.
It could
you know
be
what
something
I mean?
weird to cause it that we don't even know, right?
Yeah. But I've had it. Yeah. Just like one time on Gadget, and then like of course on the computer, you know, that shit always happens, you know. So
Right.
The time without you, me said I'm still rocking the 2017 second generation iPad Pro, and had not any corrupt projects. Yes, Cubasis 3 has crashed a few times, but that's probably because I'm pushing the CPU.
Yeah, I've had Cubasis
because I'm on the same iPad.
I've literally had Cubasis 3 crash for me maybe two or 3 times in the last year, tops. And one or 2 of them was on a live stream too. I think one of them was for sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I was like right in the middle of editing an EQ, I think, and just gone.
All right. Some of your favorite things, people. I'll throw a couple of mine out there. You can transfer pad mappings between tracks and projects using the copy paste. I like that. What else? The MIDI routing I love. Like I think you could almost like MIDI map anything on this damn thing too. Like it was just unstoppable for me. I was like, oh shit, I ran out of shit to, you know what I mean? So I love that. I love when an app you could just map everything. The sidechain, amazing on this. Vortex, you use a lot of sidechain and amazing, right? Am I lying?
No, it works really, really well. Just pull down the threshold and you're done, pretty much. Now, of course, if you want to get those finer details to taste, that takes a little bit longer. But it's literally just pull down the threshold and you're sidechaining. And they had a quick little bug there where it wasn't sidechaining muted kicks that are on a muted track, but now they've fixed that in 3.4.1, and now it will sidechain with muted kicks, and that's really important for electronic.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's
fire.
And that
it was doing it
track
just fine.
shit, amazing.
Yep, really easy to use.
Amazing.
It's not advanced as Roland, but it is really easy to use.
And that's what I was gonna say to Cypha. What's the program we used to use, Cypha? That you was like, yo, this shit reminds me of this, and that's what I'm
talking about. Yeah, we were talking the other day. It said it kind of reminded me of Acoustica.
Yeah, that's it.
Acoustica and
I think I
Audacity,
remember
a little
that.
bit Audacity. Yeah,
That's
that's taking it back for the old.
I remember
old school.
Audacity.
Yeah.
That's as soon as I saw the first Cubasis, it reminded me of that.
Mhm.
And in fact, that's what made me recommend it to you, bro, to Cypha.
That's exactly. I was getting ready to say
Yep.
that. That's
I
the
said,
reason
yo,
why
you're
you had
gonna
me
love
download
this.
it.
Yep. I said,
That's when
because
I
this
first
reminds you of
listened.
our workflow, how we used to work.
Mhm.
Oh, the time stretch. I love the way you time stretch in Cubasis.
I
That
knew you was
is
gonna
my
bring that up.
ultimate favorite. It's simple, boop, boop, drag. I love it. Let me.
That's like Pro Tools back in the day.
Mhm.
Nothing like
April
you
and
just
Live.
you just shape you just basically pull the wave to the length you want it to
Right.
do, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
So
I use that a
easy.
lot because I use mostly samples. I use a lot of samples, so I have to time stretch all the time.
Right. And that, I think, I just love that. I hate, let's
The
let's
time
not
stretching makes shit a whole
time
lot
in and
whole
do shit. Just drag it
lot
to,
easier.
Which
It
one do you
seemed-
think time stretch is better?
Huh?
Which
Oh,
one?
I would
Beatmaker
say
3
Cubasis.
has the algorithm. Absolutely, Beatmaker 3.
Oh,
has
you
the
mean
algorithm.
between all apps or just
Now
these?
between what we're talking about today. Yeah.
Oh, Zen,
Oh.
Roland Zen, and
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, this one,
Cubasis.
Cubasis.
I would give it to
It had to be
Cubasis all
Cubasis.
day.
Hands down. And
And
just
that's
just
it,
because it's
people.
just easier to do. Like
Oh
you know,
yeah,
Right.
yeah, the UI for sure. The
yeah,
UI. Yeah.
yeah.
If you
It
look on the
doesn't get any
screen, that's how you time stretch right there, people. You just drag that bad boy where you want it and how you want it. It's so easy. I love that. So
And I think you're
that's
actually doing MIDI right now, and that's
Yeah,
a new
that's- I was
feature.
just getting ready to
That's a new
Yeah.
feature
Yep.
because it does that with audio and
that's
MIDI.
not
but the
even
MIDI,
audio.
The MIDI is new for version 3.4.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that sounds like because this is just a default project. How about that?
It's so dope to be able to stretch MIDI though. Like I never
MIDI,
thought, I never
exactly.
really had a reason to do that before. I would just copy and paste or other stuff. But for experimentation and like making
Yep.
melodies, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, and I'm gonna sit and do this all day when we get off of here because I didn't even think. I just saw it and I was like, oh shit, this is MIDI.
Pull
Pretty
something,
It's a
cool.
new feature.
pull something straight to a swing and then just cut the end off of it, and then you have like a whole new track.
Yep.
Word.
You know
So
what's
what is-
crazy?
You know?
Reason has allowed you to do that shit for years, and I've
Yeah, I was gonna say
I've
the same
only
thing.
ever done
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like to just like if I had something and I wanted to double the tempo, you know what I mean? But like that's all I would do, or like change it, or if I had something that was one tempo, you know.
That's the
I
most
never
practical.
Yeah, but
application for MIDI.
I never thought to do it like
So
the way y'all just talked about it. No, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. I just never thought to do it like to anything aside for like doubling like the speed. Like, oh,
You do it on
shit.
samplers already though. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like if you have a straight sample and then you play it in a swing and then you add the drums and you're like, oh, okay.
Mm,
You Knife Wonder type. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
yeah.
No, I don't mess with that.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
go on for days for Cubasis 3 features, guys. I don't know. Probably the master strip is amazing. I really enjoy that master strip. I don't know how much you guys got to mess with that, but again, it's
limited.
one of those things where it's just like the channel strip. As soon as you just by default just enable it with the
I love it,
default
yep.
settings, it sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really good. Everything you put through it will sound better just by default. Most of the like 90%. The highs, stuff with a lot of highs in it, you have to bring down a little bit. It likes to excite the highs a little bit more than it probably should. But other than that, it's everything you put through, it's going to sound better. By default.
I'm in here,
the master strip.
yeah. I'm in here just messing with some of these settings, showing them on the screen.
So let me ask you something. If if I have all the waves plugins from Cubasis 2, if I get Cubasis 3, do they just
Yes,
unlock? Oh, okay.
Yes, that absolutely transfers over.
That's what's up.
That's
Yes,
what's
sir.
up. I couldn't remember if it did because it's
That's
been
what's
so long.
Somebody just recently, the reason why I know so much so well is because somebody just recently messaged me on that, and we went through it, and they were able to successfully do that. So yep,
Mhm.
transfer
That's
from
what's up.
waves from Cubasis 2 to Cubasis 3.
And what
I'm
about
afraid-
your Cubasis 2 files? Like, can they open up, or I just gotta keep messing with those in Cubasis?
So you can definitely, most absolutely, certainly open up Cubasis 2 project files. Yep.
Oof.
I'm gonna bring up the waves bundles and
because
the
if you couldn't
effects and stuff.
if it was not backwards compatible, I think a lot of people would have been out of luck. Like all of my projects were in Cubasis 2. If I couldn't bring those over into Cubasis 3, I don't know if I would have ever went to Cubasis 3, to be honest.
Steven Tucker said MIDI stretch is a new feature since last update.
What was that, Brian?
They got auto-tune
Steinberg's
now
a
on it?
mature company. They've been making Cubasis since like 90s, really. I mean, I started out on Cubase, the first audio version, VST. You know, I think it was called VST Audio or something like in 1999.
Yeah, I shared a screenshot.
Yeah.
I shared a screenshot of the original Cubasis disc, and because I found it on the Facebook group, and the thing got like 50 likes when normally tweets get like 1 or 2.
Dude, I have the printer
Everybody
dongle
enjoyed
right
that.
I have the little purple dongle, this little scuzzy dongle that goes in the printer.
Yep.
Super throwback.
That shit sound crazy.
Word.
There's no iLock back then.
Scuzzy dongle, baby.
We got to shout out a few people in the chat. We got to shout out JM Artist, Tamadachi, and Steven Tucker. Yes, sir. Got to shout out some people in there. Hopefully everybody's having a good time, having a good day.
Yeah, let's hit that chat. What they talk about in the chat?
So look, Steven Tucker said something earlier about one of the topics that Animoog Z has scales. And I think Animoog has scales too. When we're talking about the scales
Moog.
between the apps,
All of the Moog apps. Yep, same thing like Korg. They put that in all their apps. Yep. Yes, sir. And then Tamadachi actually mentioned Ableton Link support. That's something that's also new in Cubasis 3, Cubasis 3.4. The Ableton Link support is it's pretty nice. I mean, you can kind of, I already sort of was able to do that because you just put Cubasis inside of AUM and then use AUM's time, use AUM's clock, and then you can kind of sync anything you want to Cubasis. So it was kind of already kind of possible, but it's nice to have it natively baked in there now. So now Cubasis literally can just work with it with an MPC Live. Just throw an MPC Live right next to Cubasis, both working together perfectly, or whatever you have. Thanks to Ableton Live.
Yeah, that should be the new standard, man.
Or Ableton
I'm
Link.
glad. I was glad when they let Link go outside of their ecosystem.
Yes, sir. One of the best things that ever happened, I think, to music in years. I mean, no joke. Like, I mean, wireless MIDI is cool, but seriously, I think Ableton Link is probably one of the best technology that's happened to music in the last half a decade.
Fun. Yeah, I mean, like Rewire was good. It was like, something like Ableton Link, though. You're right.
I hated Rewire.
I mean, it did what it did, you know, like
it worked, but it was just
helped, you know, but
it worked, but it was just clunky. Rewire. I mean, it worked. I like, but it was like really like kind of just like difficult to just use consistently. Like, you know, it would just like for me, I would just always have like a hiccup every now and again that just when I just didn't need that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, but otherwise, I mean, like it. I mean, for the time and what it was doing, like, you know, it definitely did what it was supposed to, but yeah.
I really don't like the sampler in here. I'm gonna be honest. That's my only complaint.
Oh yeah, the sampler is absolutely horrific.
It
doesn't have any type of stretching. Doesn't have any really options other than basic ADSR. And of course, I've sent this over to Lars. You know, I've sent my request. I put this in my video. I have a video top 5 features most requested for Cubasis 3 on the channel. Shout out, to anybody who's seen that. You gotta go check that out. But one of the features, one of the most important features I put in there is a sampler. Gots to have an actual proper, not a MIDI, not a micro, not a whatever the hell. I want a regular sampler, please.
I agree with you.
Like a Beatmaker 3, Fruity Loop Studio, MPC.
Could you imagine if
everybody's got a sampler? Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's
literally
generic too. You don't even have to like really invent it. Just make the right, version of what's out with a good interface and just put it on there.
There's nothing to reinvent.
For the win, big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. There's nothing to reinvent. Just give us a sampler that we're all used to.
Crippled kind of because of that too, to say the truth. So like when I make a track in Cubasis is like it's like a synthesizer track or like a certain type of genre that I'm doing because like if my sampling is weak in there and I'm doing it all in one program, I only go to it for certain things. And so if I'm going for a sample heavy, I'll take that, I'll import audio in, and then finish it with the synthesizers and stuff like that because I like the sounds. But
it's so discouraging, man, to hear that, because it's so true that people like are just turned off to any type of hip hop music is just turned off right away from Cubasis because of the sampling and because there's no drum sequencer. So between those two things alone, like now, like you've just literally turned off the entire hip hop community, pretty much.
I mean, I can still get down on piano roll, and I think a lot of people can too.
Sure.
Thanks to like Fruity Loops, but still.
I got to use Digisticks. I got to use Digisticks because I can't, use the regular sampler, and I don't want to use multiple apps. So Digisticks has everything for me. It's got the it's got the sequencer, and it's got the multiple sounds I can put in per pad, and I can drag samples into the pads from my files app. So Digisticks is kind of like the sampler I wish Cubasis had, because that's what I use as my default drum app and sampler inside of Cubasis. Unless I'm chopping, then I would use something like Segments or Koala.
That's what I was about to. I was about to suggest Koala and inside of Cubasis because
it's beautiful.
Yeah, because
I mean, apps like Segments and Koala, they're saving Cubasis's life, dude.
Big time.
Saving its life.
Koala's a perfect, so the basic Koala was a perfect fit already, but then when Koala expanded out, it kind of went to like a mini Cubasis anyway.
Yep. They got a whole DAW in there now, but you can absolutely use it in Cubasis still.
I think because Koala is the one sampler that has like when we talked about it, it's the one sampler that has like its own like kind of like grittier sound, so like to throw that in Cubasis with that channel strip already that's already there, and you're gonna get and plus the synths in it, you should be able to make some crazy shit. You know what I mean? So like
it's absolutely possible. It's just people out there like, oh, it doesn't have this one little thing. Well, then,
no, absolutely.
Producers are so stuck on.
No shit. No, I mean,
I love producers, but
until like Koala went AV3, like I really didn't. I don't really like. I like other sampler AV3s, but like to me, Koala is the best one because it works the way it works. Like standalone is the way it works. In AV3, you know what I mean, and
which is
and
a testament to the developer. Shout out to Merrick, dude. That's not easy to do.
As a sampler, it's like to me, like to be able to like just like I use Koala on the train standing up. You know what I mean, like holding on, and I can just chop a sample like that with one hand. You know what I mean, like so. So like
that's a testament to the UI. Absolutely.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I love the automation in Cubasis. If you guys look up at the screen, I'm just messing around. Like, I love it. It's so easy. I think it's like, because in Beatmaker 3, I don't like the automation.
Yo,
most people don't.
That's one of my only complaints. I don't like it at all. This is so easy and simple.
Yeah, BM3 automation is frustrating sometimes.
And see, the thing about ZenBeats is I think you can even save your automation presets. You can have automation presets and save those.
That's a big plus.
ZenBeats, you can just preset everything, but in Cubasis, you won't be able to save your automations like that. You'd have to duplicate the project or something. Yeah.
No, that's crazy because like save like fade outs and shit like that, and like volume ramps.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yep.
I mean, you can do 808 slides all day in Cubasis. You can.
Steven Tucker said the sampler is trash, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, the sampler is
trash.
It is. I don't like it. I'm gonna bring up.
It's just frustrating for a person who's. Well, it's frustrating for a person who's advocating for Cubasis and stuff to the public, because I know that you can make awesome hip hop music, and there's actually a couple channels that do. Shout out, what's his name? Starts with a P. Paco.
Paco Bravo.
Paco Bravo. Shout out Paco Bravo. He does some amazing stuff, some amazing workarounds for hip hop production, specifically in Cubasis. But by default, people just see that sampler and they're like, nope, go into Beatmaker 3. And I can't blame them, and I have to always say that, look, Beatmaker 3's sampler is unmatched, really, on iOS. I mean, I don't know what kind of algorithm I don't think they have the standard elastic algorithm in there, because there's something different. that they do, because Cubasis has the standard elastic, and I think even Koala has elastic as well. But there's something special in Beatmaker 3 sampler, and something in that algo that they're using. But yeah, just really unfortunate, because you could make some awesome hip hop stuff, but people are automatically turned off to it when they got Beatmaker 3 and the pads and the MPC type of interface right there.
Well, see, here's a crazy thing though, right? If you, this is gonna be like me just kind of like just pulling just things out the air or whatever, but like if you really sat down, you put like whatever it is that you wanted to sample on a waveform, like on right there on a linear, on a sequencer or whatever, yep. And then you just went through and you just cut that up.
A lot of people work like that too, yeah. Even in FL. In FL. And
you can just like, yeah, it takes forever. But it doesn't, like, because I've done it before, like to the point where you just moving like wave pieces around, you know what I mean? And it works, you know what I'm saying? It's a long process, but once you're doing it like and like regularly, like it becomes, you just start like, oh no, that goes there.
Yeah, and it's not even as long. It's not even as long as you might think, because you can copy and paste a lot of kicks at once.
Exactly.
So people kind of like, what do you mean?
Well, I'm thinking more like, and like you could do the drums if you want to, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like the sample itself.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to like really like, true. If you really was like, yo, fuck it, I'm a sample inside of Cubasis, you could do it just simply by just like
chopping audio.
Chopping it up.
Yeah, chopping audio and just moving it around. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of my favorite way to chop anyway, to be honest. Just throw the audio melody up there and just chop it by 4 bars, and then just start rearranging, you know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like chopping, like you might be chopping even smaller than that, like we're just putting a piece in and laying another piece over that, because one of the sounds you're looking for is for one sound to cut the other sound off, so you just lock that shit right there, boom, and it's gonna happen automatically.
And you can even reverse it easily by just double clicking on the waveform, reverse. So you can
get busy, but it's just, you just have to. It takes a little more time than it takes. And something like Beatmaker 3 or Koala, something like that. But like,
Beatmaker was so smart when they adopted the MPC workflow. They're just so smart. Because when you adopt the MPC workflow, then you automatically have a baked-in audience of people who know how to use it.
And really, truth be told, like it's the machine workflow. Like
I guess you're right. It's like, actually a little bit more.
It's things the machine can do that Beatmaker 3 can. Like you can load up effects on a pad, and then you can have, and that pad is like a you can use that pad as a send, and then you can send that audio from one pad to another pad. Like this shit is crazy. Like machine is fucking bonkers. Like I had to get rid of it because I couldn't figure out how to export stems. It was so confusing. Like when I was sending things to pads to other pads, I was like, what the fuck is gonna happen when I export this shit?
Too many options for cheese.
Machine is fire. Like I've been considering getting it again. Like because like I used to have a big machine studio. So like, you know, now
I've seen it in more and more people's videos, hip hop producers specifically, dude. Like, you know, I see it in a lot of hip hop people's videos and hip hop producers YouTube videos. Like, it's right there next to the MPC.
Machine is absolutely fire. That shit is fire. Like the glue compressor that they sent it with, I used to love that shit.
And I really like the iMachine app, actually. If only it was AUV3. Like, that would be amazing if the iMachine app went AUV3. I would use it every day.
Yeah, iMachine's got real good sounds in it.
There's a lot of good sounds in there.
Sounds of fire. Yo,
it's only $1.
I noticed the apps that we tend not to like the most have the best fucking sounds in them every time. Like BeatHawk, amazing.
Oh my god.
Amazing sounds.
Really good.
iMachine, amazing sounds. Even the iMPC Pro 2 app. Amazing sounds options in there. You could go buy some packs in there, and like Vortex said, they're inexpensive, you know.
Yep, they're all like, all the expansions are like $1 for iMachine, and then I think like $2 maybe for IMPC.
Yeah, IMP. Yeah, they're like $1.99. You know, it varies, but it's all cheap and worth it. Like you got ARAB,
because you're not getting hundreds of sounds, but you're getting
packs.
really quality few sounds, like really quality sounds that you need. Not necessarily a million sounds that you don't need. You get really quality sounds that you will use.
Yeah. And even with the IMPC Pro too, I would love. I want us to do a versus with IMPC Pro and maybe iMachine down the line. But even the sound packs in there, like you got A-Rad Beats sound packs in there. Shit, you got some fire in there for cheap. Now try to purchase that online. That's about $30. You come to the app and you can pay $2.99 through audio copy.
Yep, and use the app. I mean, very similarly. So.
I wish they put more work into the IMPC Pro too, but that's for another day.
It's for another day.
It's for another day. Okay, so let's pull up the let's start to chopping this fable. Let's pull up the list, the compare list, and start breaking this baby down. So first on the list is price.
ZenBeats got a beat.
Sure
ZenBeats is cheaper.
How much is ZenBeats? Does anyone know? I forgot to look. I know Cubasis was 50, right?
Yep, that's when it's not on sale. It's $49.99.
And it does go on sale though.
Let's see, what was it?
Vortex said earlier, twice a year.
It goes on 50% sale twice a year,
right?
But it goes on 33% like every quarter.
I got a 50%. So the Cubasis price was a small turn off, but it's like in reality, I've also paid like $300 for a Cubasis disc on a PC. So it's like, it's like 10% the price. So
yeah,
and yet I have some people on the Facebook group trying to tell me that PCs is more expensive or iOS is just as expensive as desktop. It's like, no.
Oh, come on. Well, look at Korggadget.
Because they're just counting the device.
Your case right there is Korggadget. No, for Korggadget on the PC, it's like $300 down.
Well, they keep going like, oh, M1 is $2,000, so I can just get a cheaper Windows 7 laptop. And I'm like, Windows 7 isn't even supported anymore. Dog. What are you talking about?
And then all them programs you gotta buy alone is ridiculous. When these apps are a quarter of what the price is. I don't understand anyone not using an app.
I could have sworn it must have been April Fool's, but this guy was serious. It was on April 1st, but he was very, very serious. But nope. But
okay,
Roland ZenBeats is free. But then of course it has the IAP. Right. But it is free though with an IAP, and you get a lot of stuff in there, a lot of functionality for free. And
how much is the IAP? The in-app purchase. It's only one, right? To make.
I got them right here. So.
Well, you got that. It's like levels to it, ain't it?
Oh yeah. There's these different points, but you can do the monthly, the whole cloud monthly, which gives you everything, for $20 a month. But where's the?
Oh, let me just say this as well while you're reading that Vortex. Yeah, this will work. Your Roland account is the same as your Roland account with all your SP 404s, people. So whoever got that new 404 MK2, this is all the same cloud account, and that's so amazing.
That's correct.
Because whatever I make in ZenBeats will be in that cloud. So I love that.
I guess you buy points.
Wait, hold on. So I make some ZenBeats shit, and save it to the cloud.
To the Roland cloud. Yeah, now, for me,
then you can open up on desktop if you want on your
right. I'm gonna break it down for you, Cheez. When I got the MK2, it came with the Roland Cloud account for a certain amount of time, and I'm able, I didn't have to pay for nothing. I'm able to use ZenBeats and save everything to that cloud and open that Roland Cloud later on in the PC, and I could use those and bring them. It's like
universe.
It does the same thing too, right? And
so I could just so basically I could just have some I can make some shit in ZenBeats and it just send a 2-track basically to the cloud. And then so how am I getting that shit on the SP though?
Well, you open the cloud in there and there's a little app for the Roland that it comes where you put your samples on. I sent it to you, bro.
Wait, the app? Oh, the just forget it.
You know what I mean, yeah. Damn, I almost ripped the whole wire out there.
Roland Cloud, man. It's an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing across all their devices.
So if you take those things out that cloud and put it on that little app I sent you for the PC and the SP, bam.
Everybody got their own iCloud going, man. Wow, it's just going to get more people. Right. I mean, it's only going to grow.
Wow,
that's for sure.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, somebody, Tomodachi says he's all subscription.
I love Tomo.
I can't. I hate those too.
Is this a subscription? Because You're buying
Oh,
points. I don't
is it
understand
really?
this point system.
Oh, the fuck that shit. I could just send fucking a 2-track. Like I can load that fucker somehow. Like
No, the thing is,
don't ever
I'm not-
touch it.
It's a limit.
Subscription.
Yeah.
Now, wait.
I mean, you have some are a must like now because a lot of companies went to that model only, and unless you have some of their old software,
Mhm.
you can't do anything that's perpetual. Or the perpetual license starts at like $600-700 like Pro Tools. So I'm like $200 a year on Pro Tools, or I can do $600 perpetual, but I can't go a version up either. So it's like you kind of tied. Like they have a really smart model as far as marketing, but as far as a user just want to take your stuff and like not get a credit hit next year that you might forget about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Gonna look like it's subscription.
Now, so
Yeah.
It's gonna push people towards hardware, man.
how is
No, for real, that's facts. I mean, and then the fact that like NPC lets you get their software if you have their hardware. That type of stuff, like
That's
that,
smart.
it's like your hardware is kind of like the dongle, but it's a usable dongle too. That's the smartest way to do it. Period. Like you're selling hardware and software. It's kind of like what Mac's doing. Mac was selling hardware and pretty much giving you free software. And then they made a couple products. They're like, you know what? Let's buy Logic from eMagic. Let's get our Final Cut Pro boosted up a little bit. And then next, they have a couple in-house products that they still, cash checks on, but like. You should just buy the hardware. Like the hardware's expensive, it lasts a long time, but the software is pretty much free. Next update, hey, I want it, just download it. That whole thing. That's like I think it's the smartest model, man.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of the subscription here, but it is free though. You can have a free version of it forever.
Oh, okay.
And Cubasis is buy one time.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm still a little confused because this was Stage Light, right? That's what we said.
It was Stage Light, which was
was.
of course not subscription based. That was just a single.
So that's why I got everything right now for free. That's why, right? Because I got it all in Stage Light and it carried over then. Because I didn't buy shit and I have everything for Roland. So it must be that.
Either that or you still got it from a different device.
I had Stage Light before.
I still have Stage Light.
Holy
too.
smokes.
I still
Yeah,
have
I
it
have
too. We
it
talked
too.
about it back in season 1.
Yeah, I still have that.
Yeah, I never deleted
That's
it.
crazy.
I had Stage Light on a HP tablet.
Wow.
How different was Stage Light from ZenBeats though?
Not
Because I
much.
don't even not much, right?
Not much. It was like pretty much the same thing. It was just a color. It was just a different color background, different color scheme, and yeah. I mean,
That's really about it. It
pretty
was
much
the colors. It
Yeah.
looks the
Alright,
same.
let me
the
go back.
sequencer is the same.
But ZenBeats
routing
just got
is the same.
all like the new sounds and shit like that. Like like
The
so.
same amount. They didn't add any new modules or anything when they changed the name.
Well, they added AUV3 functionality. They added
That's
Nah, it had AV3 before.
Oh, it did?
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I didn't
Hell
think it
yeah.
did.
Nah, it did. Cause I'm in it right now, and I got Fly Tape open, Turnado open, Effectrix,
They bought some
Oh, no,
good
good.
software.
Yeah, Roland is smart.
Yeah, I just
But I guess
opened the
they are
Roland
subscription.
store page so you guys can see what Vortex was saying with the points because I guess you got to buy. So let's see, membership, core, max unlock. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen too.
Yeah, because I'm confused about the points, but I mean, it looks like a subscription.
Max unlock with full access to Roland ZenBeats on all supported platforms, includes all in-app content and features.
Okay, so they do have a one buy and forget it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I knew
that,
they had to.
That was the original model where you could either get it on like mobile devices only, or you get it on mobile devices and your computer and stuff like that. Like,
So $2.99 monthly and $30 annually, but you can still use this app for free and just do your workarounds. Correct?
Well, how much was that? How much was that one main purchase? I'm trying to find where you see that. Memberships.
Hold on, let me scroll back up.
Here's memberships.
Can
Because
you
all I'm
export for free?
seeing, Core ZenBeats Max Unlock. I'm not sure, Bri. Hold on. Let me go
That's
to.
the thing. Like if you can't export, then you do have to pay. That's like a really good stopping point. Like
All right,
if you
so
want to play with
it
this all
said-
day, you can play with it. But when you want to get these tracks out, let me know when you're ready.
Unless you plug
Gotcha.
into that
right,
also.
right.
Gotcha.
Play around. Get good on here. You should get good,
All right, so Max Unlock says 150 points. Don't know how much that is yet. And
Yeah,
just
see-
iOS says 15.
Max unlock.
oh, okay,
150
no,
points.
that's $150.
Nah.
Yeah,
It's a dollar a
points.
point.
That's
Points
$150.
of euro.
Yeah, it's
$1 a
4 stories.
point.
So it is $1 a point. So
Wow.
so you can max unlock it, I guess, for $150.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, that's how much it was before. Like that meant you got the computer, and iOS versions.
But remember, this max unlock is for every version, not just iOS. It's for everything.
But then it
That's what I'm
says
saying. You got
Pro.
the desktop and iOS like all together for like that was the max unlock before.
So Cubasis definitely does not do that, right? Because the
Check
PC
this
stuff
out.
is a separate thing.
Yep.
Now look at the screen, because we have Core, we have Pro, and we have Ultimate. So $30 for Core annually, $299 a month. Then you go to the Pro. Kazar says hello.
Shout out to Kazar, yeah.
$100 annually, $10 a month, and then you have these features, and then you have Ultimate, $200 annual. Let's go to unlocks.
Yeah, you gotta go to unlocks. That's what you want is the unlocks.
This is what pops up in unlocks.
Because the Roland Cloud,
here.
Yeah, the Roland Cloud is always going to cost money as a subscription. That's just the Roland Cloud. But the unlocks is to unlock the app, and so that can be a one-time purchase.
So look on the unlocks. If you compare it to Cubasis, you have to get Cubasis and then unlock all those plugins. Like how much are like the Waves plugin pack?
But the plugin pack is like
$10 or $20, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, so like then your price
though.
gets back. Then it looks like Cubasis is winning again now. So Cubase had actually a higher number to get in. The entry fee is a little bit higher, right? But for max unlock on Cubase, you're talking about like less than the entry fee.
Yep.
Now you have in-app purchases, but you're up in hundreds on max unlock. But Cubase is max unlock at like 1/3 the cost.
But remember, you only going 150 for
PC too, and yeah.
If you get desktop
and on
as
Cubase,
well.
you can't do that. That's right.
So.
Cubasis is on, it is universal relatively. It's on Google Chrome and Android and iPhone and iPad, but it's not on PC or desktop.
All right, so how we break down this damn pricing?
Yeah, it's a little tough, but I think Bry just did it though. I think Bry said, to max unlock, it is cheaper to max unlock via Cubasis.
So Cubasis one?
For if you're talking max unlock.
Just for maximum. Yeah, on maximum Cubasis one for the cheapest entry, ZenBeats wins.
All right, so here's the main question. Can you still make it work without paying for all of that?
Oh yeah, it's free. You can have a free version and make it work.
So that wins it. I think that went. Can you export too, Vortex? Do you know?
You can export on the free version. Yep.
Okay, they win. That's the win right there.
Facts.
Yep.
Excuse me, guys. Yep.
They win on price. Yep.
That's the wall.
Cheez, you writing it down?
Yeah, I got 1 point for ZenBeats for price. Yeah. I mean,
all right.
And then
I'll put it in the chat.
Right, so our next one is overall look, and I'm just gonna say my vote. Yes, that's my vote too. I think Cubasis is just prettier on the eye and easier.
Absolutely, my vote. It's used the Garageband method where you just kind of have drawers that you can hide and not hide, and hide or show, and just see exactly what you want to see in that moment. And I just flow around that UI. I really love it.
Yeah, me too.
Everything you need is right there. There's no multiple screens.
Work in that app, right?
It really does, because it's all one screen. It's all one screen, and you can bring up your mixer and you can bring up other things, but it's all one screen.
That's true too. Now that I think of it,
Where in Nano Studio, ZenBeats, and everything else, even Beatmaker, they all got all of these freaking screens.
Yeah, it's like you're diving into menus. Yeah.
For me, Cubasis has been that one thing where it's always that one screen, dude. You're always looking at the same screen.
You know who has that same concept? Studio One.
Yep.
So it's like you keep the same screen, but you can just open and actually Ableton and now because they have that little clip view. But yeah, Studio One all day, and it's like it's really I think
can't get into
way to get beginners into it. Nah, but so like if you're a beginner and you're getting into it, all you have to do is like learn one little side panel. Then if you don't like it, if you're scared, you just close that window.
Yeah.
Stay working on your big middle screen. You know what I'm saying? And you swim around in the pool.
Because you're always in that one screen like Cubasis.
Yeah, and then the mixer is pretty easy. As soon as you pick it up, most people aren't really scared. You see like lights jumping up, and they're like, "Okay, I kind of think this is what I'm doing down here," But yeah, and then like a browser, people understand what browsers are. It's like having it. I think you're right. Cubasis has the best.
I just don't think people understand how important it is to have one screen. To have everything in one screen and just hide and show stuff. It's a completely different methodology than putting stuff in multiple screens. And every single iOS DAW has multiple screens, even Auria Pro between your track and your mixer.
Auria Pro, you'll go in there and get really scared and confused quick. Because it
Beatmaker too for that. I mean, Beatmaker has like about 4 or 5 screens you need to jump around and just to get down. Menu. I mean, I mean, you know that part. Yeah, it's not necessarily the easiest starter,
Yep. And that's probably if I had to dig deep fundamentally, like that's probably one of the main reasons I stick with Cubasis is it's just that one home screen that I'm always in.
Yeah.
Feels like home.
That was going to be a question to you, Vortex. I was going to ask you what makes that your favorite. Like, what about it? So
that's one of them. That is
okay.
absolutely.
Well,
one
what are some other things?
Oh, let's see. I'm definitely a traditional linear timeline person, so that's always been.
I like that too.
I've never had a machine or MPC, so that's another thing that I have to throw out there because that's really what it dives into deeply. So that, and then as opposed to an MPC type of layout, and those are two things. It's just that user interface, because like if I want to add an effect, okay, it's right there, insert effect. If I want to go to my mixer, right there, mixer, it pops up. It's just everything that I need is just. The master strip was really nice, a really nice addition. But I guess if I had to boil it all into one thing, it's just that user interface, that workflow.
So the same thing that makes it like a great,
like everything is like right on the
yeah.
left side. You know, everything is like right on that left side. Anything else will be below. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the
I
user
feel
interface.
you.
It's the UI.
Gotcha. Like I said, that's what I loved about it too, though. I sent that to Cypha right away. Like, we're gonna love this.
And
now
the plugins too. Just one last thing. All the stock plugins are really good. I've compared them to all the Mixbox and these big huge ones. I mean, all the big ones that you can think of, the LA and 2A and all of these different super important, super well used compressors and EQs and all of these things, channel strips even. And I swear to you, I A/B them. And I know that I've only been producing since 2013, but I can't tell the difference. I seriously can't. In my headphones or my speaker, there's just in quality, there's just no difference.
Right.
There's just no
difference. I'm glad you said that too, because another question I was gonna ask everyone if they tried like comparing the stock effects in Roland ZenBeats, and I think Cubasis was very clearly too.
I only did Cubasis. I didn't do ZenBeats, but for Cubasis for sure, it's the compressors and the channel strips and EQs are all up there with all the latest and the greatest. Yep.
Not that ZenBeats was horrible, but I just think the Cubasis had a better sound to all of them shits.
Yeah.
Like, it was just dope. I want to ask Cypha real quick, because I know, bro, you record vocals in Cubasis before. Did that give you any problems, or everything was pretty much easy setting that all up? And how did the vocals sound?
I haven't set it all up as far as vocals.
Oh, I thought you were doing vocals in there.
All right.
Well, iPad beat making. Shout out to iPad beat making again. He does a lot of vocals in Cubasis, and that is what he tends to use for his vocals. He just tried that new multi-track DAW for vocals. Thought it was pretty good, but for the longest time he was doing all of his vocals because I think he mostly produces in Nano Studio, but he absolutely does all of his vocals and final mixing in Cubasis, and he really, I know iPad beat making really enjoys doing vocals in Cubasis. Comping vocals, vocal layers with the effects, because it can handle everything. Multiple tracks. Then you put your effects on each one, route to different vocal sends, route to different vocal throws.
Okay, cool. All right, so what's number 3? Customization. You could definitely change colors and stuff all in Cubasis. Your track colors. I don't know what you can customize in ZenBeats. Can you change things up? Because I think these are all pretty standard default. I don't think you can, but I don't want to.
Oh, there is a color scheme. So there is a color scheme. So go to interface. So you go to options, then go to settings, and then go to interface. And there's a drop down in there for color scheme, and you can change that. So that's pretty cool. I wish Cubasis had a color scheme ability, like a global color scheme. Thing where like they would even change the colors that you could possibly use for your
so
tracks.
You can change things up. I pulled it up on the screen now, fellas. You can change a few things. You can change hold on, let me go back to that. The loop builder pattern draw mode, you can put on draw pattern plus wave scroller, or just draw pattern, or just wave scroller. That's dope. Shit, Roland ZenBeats might have just won customization because of that.
Oh yeah. I think that they would win customization for sure, because
I know that. Look at that. Even the scroller speed you could change.
Yeah.
Super fast, medium, slow. That's crazy.
The only things that you can customize in Cubasis is audio settings, audio and MIDI settings. There's no type of graphics or anything like that.
Right, but you could change the track colors. That's about it.
That's it. Yeah. So customization, I think ZenBeats should win for that, because I would love to have a color scheme in Cubasis. That would be awesome.
Facts.
Because a lot of FL people have different change up their change up their color scheme and change up their background images. And
What you said, FL?
yeah, a lot of people,
Yeah.
which is the main DAW that's on YouTube. Basically, it's Ableton Live and FL, and every single YouTuber that I've seen that uses Ableton and FL, they always customize what it looks like.
I haven't seen too many. I just don't have the time to sit and watch.
I love them. I'm
The
addicted.
FL.
Kenny Beats and all of these people, man. Busyworks Beats. I'm addicted to all these channels, and they definitely have customizations in their DAWs.
Okay. All right. So what it offers, who is gonna win that one?
Ooh,
is right.
What it offers. Ooh. Well, damn, ZenBeats is free. It offers so much stuff for free. That's
This is
even
true,
for
but then
$15.
but-
Like
but-
Yeah, I was
even
gonna
if you
say,
just
then have that
open it
question,
for
though, is it worth it?
if you don't attach it to a price, if we don't attach it to a price, then right out the gate, what does it offer? Man, Cubasis has got that master strip and the wave stuff, but you have to buy the wave stuff.
All right, let's say we bought everything for both apps and then do that.
Okay.
So let's say we have everything. Then what wins for what does it offer?
You still have to do it by category wins too. Because
What
like
you
even
mean?
on the loops and sounds, like if you had everything, ZenBeats would win on loops and sounds, but Cubase wouldn't. But then Cubase might win for mixer strip. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then your master bus
This is
output,
true.
there might be Cubase, and then ZenBeats might have something else that does really, really good. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is true.
It's
So
hard
it
to
depends
say,
on your
oh,
workflow,
yeah,
what you're doing. Yeah.
yeah.
Good points, Brian.
Well,
Good
I think
points.
personally for me then, since you put it that way, Bri, I think I would vote for Cubasis because personally to me, you know what I mean? But I don't know what you guys...
Personally,
this?
I'm going to have to vote
Yeah.
Cubasis just because I'm more familiar with it, and I know that it offers an insane amount.
Right.
Yeah, I think what's closest to the complete package, that'd be Cubasis.
Okay.
You know, especially for now, I'm not a ZenBeats user, so I can't say now. There might be some people that have workarounds where you can make a whole song or do some things that it might not be like a easy way to do it. But for me, from what I'm saying, yeah, Cubase for sure.
And it's tough because ZenBeats does have some features that Cubasis doesn't, but as far as what it offers as an experience and then what you can do just right away out the box.
Yeah, I mean, but
It's kind of subjective.
the 15 versus 50, like I'm going with ZenBeats.
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
know what I
saying.
mean? Like, and I get it that it doesn't have like
I can't stand
Same.
you.
what I'm just saying.
That's how Garageband wins too. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying because when
That's
you
true.
That's a
like
fact, bro.
when I'm saying like when you look at ZenBeats, right? Like just to record, make beats and mix in it, like you could do that in here. You know what I'm saying?
You can do that in the free version.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like if you just even if you was to just say like, yo, well, fuck it, I'm gonna unlock it, because like can you do it like in a free version of Cubasis? Because Cubasis has they got a free version of
Oh, the LE,
Cubasis
right?
LE.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Forgot
can
about that.
how, like, you know what I mean? So how busy can you get in Cubasis 3 LE? Can you
So the only
record?
differences that I'm aware of is numbers. So as far as track numbers and effect numbers, things like that. That's the only thing where they limit you in the LE. And I believe no waves in there either.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like the 80-20 rule right here. It's like whatever you can get for free that gets like 80% of what you want, that's your winner. If you're
That's-
talking about
that
what's
should
the
be-
budget, focus, yeah.
That should be ZenBeats. Then they win the 80-20.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You might not get 100% for free, but hey, it's still free.
I mean,
Listen.
I honestly, I would, because of like for me that channel strip, like I don't think people understand how important that channel strip is. You know what I mean? And to me, that channel strip, like alone, like is worth $15.
I feel like that about the master strip too.
You know, well, see, I don't know about the master strip on that. I know I'm only
missing out.
I only
You're
miss on
missing out.
Cubasis too. Like, yeah, but either way, still, like you know what I mean? Like that's, to me, that's worth just 15, like, which is the price of like ZenBeats.
Yeah.
ZenBeats doesn't have that master that channel strip. You know,
And
what
they
I'm
have
saying?
something similar where you can adjust the frequencies and everything out like a channel strip, but it doesn't sound like the Steinberg channel strip.
Exactly. So like, either way, you're still getting something real. You still getting real good quality.
Both
like,
have incredible offerings.
So I honestly give a point for each. Like for offers. Like
Can we do that? Can we do
Yeah,
that?
we could do ties. Yeah, we do
we
them
have
all
to.
time.
Because
Because nothing ever works out, you know, where one is better than
Yeah.
the other. We get a lot of ties here, so
Gotta
that's
have to tie
fine.
there. Yeah.
That was on what it offers.
yeah.
What it offers.
Now listen, I'm gonna just stay quiet with the performance because I already told you my problems,
know.
and I'll let you guys discuss performance
Well, you know
since
what's
I
crazy?
have problems.
I was just in the app store and the ZenBeats, the reviews, like the reviews on ZenBeats are basically, a lot of people are complaining. I don't know how old these reviews are.
bring
1
them
year
up.
ago.
You should say the date. Yeah.
Yes, it's
I'ma
1
bring
year
it
ago,
up.
1 year ago, 2 years ago. It's not much. It's not much. That's
Anything recent?
much recent, yeah. But a lot of people a few people from a year ago basically was like just saying how it crashes a lot and stuff like that. I never had. I had it crash like a time or two, but nothing where I was like opening it and boom, it was like, you know, it was just like, you know, but like.
I don't think it ever crashed on me. Roland ZenBeats.
It wasn't like crashing like on some crazy shit to me, like, you know what I mean. I've had it like just because everything crashes on my phone, you know what I mean. But like, you know, but like other than that, like on the
I don't think I've
iPad,
used it ZenBeats enough to know if it crashes, to be honest. So
Yeah,
I can't either. Yeah.
Well,
all I
yeah.
can tell you is that the multi-core rendering Cubasis is the only DAW on iOS that it will be using all of your cores, and therefore will be the only DAW on iOS to be able to have the most performance
Okay.
out of your
Good
iPad.
point.
I brought up some of the comments that Cheez was talking about on the
'Cause,
screen.
I mean, you can get a lot of tracks, you can get a lot of stuff going in ZenBeats, and that's great, but you're going to hit a limit if you can't support multi-core.
Facts.
These damn iPads have 8 freaking cores in them. Gee, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so I'll let you guys decide the performance since
I vote Cubasis on that for sure.
Okay. What do you guys think about performance?
I mean, like I've never really had no problems with ZenBeats, not like that. You know what I mean? So, and Kazar agrees with me.
Bro, he's so annoying, right? He just gotta make his way in every episode.
He was like, "Word."
That's it.
And
Next
I had
season.
I had James St. Patrick outside, and he come in just a little bit ago. That's why I was meeting over here like crazy. Like
I heard him. He did his little "Hey, I'm here too." I heard him sneak in. Next season, we're officially putting their pictures up on the screen, bro. Ghost and Kazar. All right, so who won? I don't know who won.
Performance?
You said, yeah, Cubasis wins.
We don't know, but that's my vote.
I would. I mean, I can only vote for ZenBeats because that's only what I've used. But I would say they're both. It sounds like they're both pretty reliable.
Yeah.
oh, that's
All right,
another
so
tie then.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You took
I'm
that
cool with
shit
that.
right out of my mouth. That's a tie. What's
That's a
next?
tie.
Precision and accuracy.
Whoa, boy, I think ZenBeats gonna have to win on that one, simply because they have a freaking drum sequencer.
Yo, I agree. That's I'm glad you said that. That is a perfect way to put it.
Because and look, Cubasis piano roll isn't unusable, but it's certainly tougher than others, and certainly I think not quite as good as ZenBeats piano roll.
Oh, yeah. Can't disagree with that.
Facts.
well,
So, all right, Cheez, you got these scores, right?
Yep.
All right, sound quality. I personally,
I get it. Cubasis.
That's
Yeah,
tough, but
that's-
I'm gonna say Cubasis on that.
yeah, that's
I'm
actually,
guessing
if you do a test, Vortex, I did a test, and you'll see Cubasis won that clearly. I ain't trying to poop on ZenBeats with that, but yo,
Nah.
Cubasis has some of the best sound quality,
Yeah.
so they definitely.
Go up to 96 and everything.
It's that damn. I'm telling you, that channel strip.
Yep.
I hate to sound
Run
like a
everything
broken
through
record.
run it all through that channel strip, man.
I think the next one is a no-brainer since we've been saying all episode how easy
Yeah.
Cubasis is to use.
It's Cubasis. Yeah.
All right, updates. I am on ZenBeats update page right now.
I was looking at that too, and they kind of update roughly about the same time. Every couple of months, every 2 to 3 months, they both have an update, it seems.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so let's look at what they're updating. Is it things broken? Is it
that's a
things
good
just
idea.
adding on? All right.
Well, see,
so
now I can tell you about Cubasis updates. 3.1, 2, 3, and 4. Each one of those were major updates, adding minimum 3 to 4 major features, plus a ton of bug fixes.
okay.
So I don't know what. Let's take a look at what the updates were for ZenBeats, but I don't know if they're that major, except for the 2.0.
I got them.
The 2.0 was the most major.
I got them up on the screen, and these are just all right. 1, 2. These are bug fix. What's this one? This is a ultimate unlock is now named. All right, this is just dumb shit. Bug.
Oh, you know what I see? A lot of it too is Roland integration with their hardware.
Okay. I'm trying to find the 2.0.
Can't count that for an update to the DAW.
How about mine goes from? Is it 2.0.1?
Yeah, like
Vortex?
well, 2.0 was their big update. That's when they created the CC1 and the Roland Cloud.
Okay,
so after that though, it doesn't look like much.
So Cubasis wins that too.
I think so, because man, every single one of Cubasis updates adds major features.
All right,
like
let me go get
Link,
the Cubasis page.
Yeah, like Ableton Link, MIDI Learn in the same update.
Got you. Let me just bring up the Cubasis updates so that all the viewers could see as well.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh, see, Baygood says he missed the first part of the show for sampling-based beat makers. Which one of these two is stronger? I mean,
either one really. Like,
either one is going to be good. Yeah. Obviously, ZenBeats has a better sampler, but you can still use samples inside of Cubasis 3 just fine. So
yeah, if you talking like chopping and drum, you know what I mean. I hate that I have to say this, but I hate both in those.
Yeah, I mean that's why I have to use an MP3. That's why I have to use segments.
You have to use. You definitely have to use some type of external.
Right.
Like
Okay,
you could get away with putting samples in the drum machine, but is chopping them up is and then getting them in there is going to be.
No, you'd have to chop on the timeline.
Yeah, exactly. You have to chop on the timeline, then export each individual chop, and then drag each individual chop in. It would like not be
so
fun.
much. I have the Cubasis updates up on the screen. Steven Tucker said I get hyped to Cubasis updates.
Dude, I do too, because they're major. Like every single one. If it's a dot, if it's like a 3.1 or 3.3, if it's a 0.1 update, it's going to be a major update. If it's a 0.10 update, that's not much.
You know,
but
it's just minor.
If it's a 0.1, man, you better look out. They're gonna have a whole PDF with all sorts of graphics and all the new updates. And
Okay, so Cubasis wins for that. What's next? What we have next?
Just
fun. Last one, fun.
Yeah, it's still subjective. That one's a little bit tough.
Well, Cubasis has performance effects, right?
So they have the what's it called? It's like a DJ app.
Yeah.
Get it real quick.
Because the same ones
that Master Bus, right?
Yeah, the same ones they had in Cubasis 2.
Oh, did they have that in Cubasis too?
Yeah.
They had like
that. I think
it's like a repeater and a filter.
Oh, spin FX.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That thing's really nice. I really like that.
So you would give fun to Cubasis for that?
I wouldn't necessarily say.
I don't know.
Fun app.
I don't know if there's. I wouldn't quite call either one of them like fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fun is so subjective.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the drum machine on ZenBeats is like that's like you can. I mean, because you just punch them in and just listen to it. You get that like an instant feedback.
That's more fun though.
It's true. Like technically on ZenBeats, you can get to a song faster.
And have fun playing around and just jamming, like get lost.
Bryce said, "Fuck that. That's fun." Bryce said,
"Nah, fuck, nah."
That is fun though.
I agree though, because I remember I'd opened up an old project and literally the drums was like me just literally did like this across the screen and like it ended up being like boop, 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 like you know what I'm saying, like playing each sound, but the shit worked. The shit worked, and I was like, "Yo, that was like a fucking happy accident." You know what I mean? And
it's hard not to give it to ZenBeats because when you open up, you got the drum sequencer right there. You have sounds loaded. You can just do. With Cubasis, it's very blank. You have to add a track and then add an instrument. So, but I don't know. Is that more of like a getting to work faster, or is that fun? Is that workflow or is that fun? I don't know.
So it's like if you think just getting your job done and like you have a fun piece of music and you just want to make sure it's recorded right and you call that fun, I say
that is fun.
But if you're saying like if you open up an app and some immediate thing is there to gratify you and make you stay there and stay longer, I'm not a ZenBeats user. From what I've seen, I give it to ZenBeats.
Yeah. That's why it's like a little bit. That's why we have to decide what we're kind of doing.
Yeah, well, I
Where's
mean,
the
it's like
fun
I'm
meat?
kind of like the devil's advocate in this. Like, even though we have one category, I'll still break it down into subcategories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I would say it's like they both kind of get it because like for ZenBeats, the fun is like at the beginning of the process, right, with the drums and shit like that. But like for Cubasis, the fun is at the end of the process.
That's
with
kind of
spinning
true.
fans.
Yeah,
With
that's
the
true.
mixing,
Yeah.
and the
I can see
so-
that.
mixing and the mastering is so much fun in
Yeah.
Cubasis.
So
Wow, that's tough. Well, I'm gonna give it to Cubasis because I love Cubasis.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cubasis too for that reason.
I will too. I mean, I love Cubasis. Yeah.
Screw it. At the end of the day, I default to Cubasis. Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of.
It's all good.
I mean, I bought
Shit,
it. You know.
I was biased when we did that BM3. I was biased as hell up here.
As you
Okay.
should be. BM3.
so that's it right there. Real fun, right? So
Yeah.
all right,
Let's
so
do the
we
math.
go
What's
to
the verdict,
breakdown.
brother?
All right, hold on. So for price, ZenBeats got that one with one with 1 point. Because we're going price for ZenBeats, right? Because it's
That's
like
right.
we can get a 15.
Oh
versus
wait.
50, right?
Well, did we do Cubasis because the max unlock is cheaper?
I thought we said we're gonna act like we own everything on both and then compare.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
No. I go with that. All right. So then
I should have been writing these down. Sorry, I didn't.
No, I got it.
Nah, Cheese got
Sure.
it. That's his forte. He likes to write these shits down. And
Well,
Yeah,
Cheese is the
yeah.
teacher, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
it's only right.
Ma'am, too.
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna do it all like this, like at one
Cheese
time.
might as
'cause
well
it's
be
easier.
grading it.
Well,
Let's
no,
let the
I should
teacher
go over
grade.
just make sure I ain't make no mistakes. So Cubasis got it for price, right? That's one for Cubasis on price. For overall look, that's also Cubasis.
Yep.
All right. For what it offers, that was a tie.
Yep.
For performance was also a tie. Precision and accuracy, we gave that to ZenBeats.
ZenBeats. Yeah.
Sound quality, we gave that
Cubasis.
to Cubasis. Ease of use, we gave that to Cubasis.
For the one screen.
Yeah. Cubasis also got it for updates
Yep.
and fun. And ZenBeats.
Well, they tied. Fun was tied, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, fun was side. And then
Mhm.
ZenBeats won for customization. So
Yep.
with a score of 8-3, the winner is, I'm sorry, 8-5, excuse me, 8-5.
Bro, I was about to
That's a
say.
landslide, man. Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
sugar.
Put
My
them
fault.
out.
I was doing subtraction in my head. I'm sorry. But a score of 8-5. 8-5. The winner is Cubasis.
Okay,
Oh.
Cubasis in the
Oh.
house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Take
Very
it
A little
around.
good.
happy, a little happy about that. A little biased about that, but I'm definitely happy.
Well, let me
Yeah,
ask
take
you
it
guys
around.
this. I don't have to ask Vortex because he just gave the answer. But who were you going for going into this before we broke it down?
Garage
I was
band.
going for Cubasis too. You stupid Garageband.
We're going for
I'm
drill.
not, I was
Go for
me
auria.
personally. I was going for ZenBeats.
Okay.
I was definitely
I mean,
going
it's
for
Well,
ZenBeats,
you
I can't
lost.
lie.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a beautiful
Oh
dog.
shit! Oh shit!
I'm just fucking-
It's straight up, ZenBeats is a
Yeah.
beautiful
Facts,
functional.
facts.
It's a great piece of software, and I'm glad that Roland is continuing to support it.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
That's an absolute fact. Yeah.
Let's hit this chat real quick before we get into that giveaway info.
Yeah, I seen one in here that Tomodachi said I add segments as an instrument in Cubasis 3, then play the chops with my external.
Right.
Yep.
That's what Vortex was saying
Secret
earlier.
sauces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, AUV3 saves my life because Cubasis is my main DAW. I need a drum sequencer. I need a drum machine.
Yeah.
I need a
Mm.
sampler. I need MIDI effects like to be able to stay in the same scale. I need all these things, and without AUV3, I'd be screwed.
Right. right.
Yo, to me, once they made like once people started making like choppers as AUV3s, that just opened shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
agreed.
you
It was
know,
tough
'cause-
before then because it was basically like only Beatmaker 3 before then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. And shit, that's even good for GarageBand because the sampler in there is poop
Right.
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
Very basic.
So Okay, let's see what else we got going on in here.
Thank goodness
Yes.
for AUV3.
Steven Tucker, I agree with the people that say that the BM3 is nice for chopping. I think it's the best.
It's definitely got the best algorithm, that's for sure.
Yes.
At least on iOS.
Yeah. Baygood said, I personally
And
use
some people-
Ableton 11 on desktop. I think I'm just wishing for an iOS version of that. Cubasis does look like that too, but with no sampler. I need to adjust and master the BM3 workflow. Yeah, once you get in, it's scarier than it looks, but once you get in there, super easy.
Real quick, Elbow Media, Marcus Elbow, he even said, I believe I heard him said that the algorithm in Beatmaker is better than MPC. The time stretching algorithm.
Yeah, no, because
in Beatmaker is better than MPC.
Time stretching Beatmaker 3, like you can literally I've literally like had stuff playing and I will change the tempo live and it just goes right along with it and it's just going no problem at all.
Real quick, Bri got to bounce. So Bri, just say I don't know if he left already or
I think Bri's out.
All right, well, you can hit DragonFlyBry.
No. I'll come back. No. I came back.
I'm right there with him.
He hit me like
DragonFlyBry at IG. Y'all know the math. Micromix.com. Thank you, man, for coming today. Appreciate it. I learned so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Bri. You have a good day, Bri.
Yep.
See you, Bri.
All right, peace, bro.
Big shout out to Brian.
I'm walking out the door too, y'all. I gotta roll too.
All right, Safe. Peace, bro.
Cool.
But thank you for coming on, Vortex. We definitely appreciate it, man, and all your followers and listeners, man. Shout out to all of you guys out there that support him. Do your thing, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, support each other, and have a good weekend. All right.
Yes.
See you, Safe.
Go, man.
Nice to see you
Later, man.
Peace.
All right. Is there anything else we gotta add? Well,
I think we covered
covered everything.
All right, so
cover everything. Cubasis won and ZenBeats. It wasn't like a landslide or nothing like that.
No, it was pretty close.
Okay, so last week we told everyone that if you repost to your page the post I put up, you'll be entered into a giveaway, and nobody reposted it. Listen. I'm so disappointed in you guys because I had a big one for you, right? But listen, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put the prize up on the screen. What happened was a lot of people posted it to their stories, and I specifically wrote in the caption, "Repost this to your page and tag us," because in the story it's gone in 24 hours. It's defeating the purpose of what we want you guys to do. Now, a few people had hit me and said, "Oh, did you see I reposted your post?" And I said, "No, I don't see it. I wasn't tagged, I wasn't mentioned." And they said, "No, look in my story." And I explained to them, it was actually 3 people. I explained to them, you have to post to your page basically, because we want people to see it. That's the point of it. And not one repost, not one tag. And I'm so disappointed because
the IG is tough for that stuff. IG is tough for that stuff. With Twitter, people can retweet like so easily, like crazy. I love to retweet. On IG, I don't really do much reposting. On Twitter, I
but you know what it is, Vortex? It's a screenshot. Oh. It's easy. Now, if you look up on the screen, this was the prize. A brand new 49 key Novation MIDI keyboard that I have sitting here that I never opened, that I was gonna give away to the person, one of the people. We were gonna do like a little thing and see and pick a winner, I was actually gonna let you pick the person, Vortex, since you're the guest. I was gonna say, Vortex, pick a person, but nobody reposted it to their page. And now I just wanna say, I'm not gonna say this gentleman's name because I don't wanna do that. I'm not trying to shit on him, but we had a very good conversation about this. We got in depth. And once he was one of the people that posted it to his story, and then he told me, and I was like, "Nah, you got to post it to your page, fam." He asked me why, and I explained why, which was the reason I just said here. And he was like, "Oh, I just don't take it the wrong way. I don't want to put anything on my page." And I just thought, bro, you got memes, bad cooking, and bad beats on your page.
Damn.
And you can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it.
Me and Cheese just went
say
back.
it. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm just gonna say it. And you can't repost that. So I was just taken back. You know what I mean? And I told him that. I'm not
People
lying.
get really personal with their IG page.
Yeah, I get it. You know, some people are like that. I'm not judging, but I
Funny
get
is
it.
you can take it down.
After the contest, you could have took it down, and I'm just
I
disappointed
didn't
that
think of
nobody
that.
reposted it because I was excited to be able to give this big ass MIDI keyboard taking up all the space that I don't need away. So I'm really disappointed that nobody reposted it to their page.
Well,
so
then you know what? Then I'll tell you what. Like it's going. Let me just give it away like in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a
a
different
drawing or
giveaway.
something.
Yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put it back on the side, and when we do one of our sample contests, I guess this might be one of them. Or you never know, because our contests, our giveaways are always different. We might give somebody something away because they were the most active in the chat, or we might give them something because they had the best info in the chat. You never know. We just like to trick everyone every now and then, have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? But it's only because we want everyone to be active and get in here and communicate with each other, and it's all for the community, you know? So I'm super disappointed nobody reposted it to their page, man, but such is life. That is the giveaway.
We just gotta do a different,
Nobody
different
got
type
shit.
we just gotta do a different
nope.
type of giveaway.
No, Vortex, I swear to God, the next 3 to 4 giveaways I'm doing is gonna be that. You mother effers are gonna start posting some shit on your page. I'm not doing it. You're gonna post or you're not gonna win none. I don't care. It's the least you could do. We don't ask nobody for shit. We fund our own shit over here. Like I know you do too, Vortex.
Right.
I don't think anyone realizes how hard it is to fund your own shit. There's no sponsors. I don't even have app developers give me things because I like to support, you know, and not to say they haven't offered, because like shout out to a ton of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They offer and I say, no, thank you. I'd rather buy those codes and give them away because I support. It's my way of saying thank you for making something that changed my life.
I feel you on that too, because I a lot of people give me crap for like trying to recommend apps, and they're saying, oh, you just got it. You just recommended because you were given it to. I'm like, no, every single app I have on my iPad, if I always had it on my iPad, I purchased every single last one. Right. The giveaway codes are for the community, for the audience, to grow the channel and to grow the community. I have never ever used a single giveaway code. So I want to support the developers.
Yeah, I feel you. I was disappointed, and I really was looking. I'm like, where's everybody at? And I know Instagram is dry lately, so maybe it's just, you know, everyone, it's that time of year, everyone's too busy, because I haven't been on the gram either. But I don't know what it was. But it is a little slow. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah,
well, we got it for another giveaway then.
Yeah, we got it for another giveaway. It's not going to be the next giveaway because now you mother effers are going to go and start reposting just because you know I'm going to surprise you every time. Yeah. But okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Now everybody's like, well, now I'm going to go and I'll do it now, but now it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late now. We're gonna see. We're gonna trick you. We're gonna want to know. Not even trick. All you had to do is repost the shit. Like, it's crazy. But I'm sad that we don't have nothing, you know, we don't have anyone to pick.
Well, we got a shout out to Stephen Tucker. He says, Vortex knows I'm down to share with Stope. He actually shared this on his Facebook this morning. So and shout out to you, Stephen Tucker. Appreciate the support, bro. Appreciate
Yes. You. And I wish I would have known that, but actually the deadline ended yesterday because you would have been the one to win that. And he literally he wasn't following us yet. He didn't know. He's here because of you, Vortex. So shout out. We appreciate that. But he just subscribed. He just hit the follow button. Thank you, Stephen Tucker. I see you. We're going to follow you back. We appreciate you, bro. And yeah, get up in there and yeah. Tomo, you said I'm scratching my head on that one. Which one, Tomo? I didn't see anything tagged on anyone's page, but I wish I could have gave it away next time or the time after. We'll see. Yep. But Azar said that's the end of the show, everyone. Vortex, I appreciate you for the Cubasis God. People, the links will be in the description. This man knows the ins and outs of Cubasis, so go to his channel, show love, and check him out. He'll teach you something. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. You know, we'll have you on again. Man. This ain't your last time.
I appreciate you guys so much.
Your WeSample family, you'll be on. Don't worry.
I love every single time I come on here. You guys are like family almost. I mean, you can see like, you know, how everybody is so straightforward, how everybody is so honest. This is clearly with a channel with good intentions, amazing, you know, producers, and there's so much knowledge. And I just can't thank you guys enough for doing what you do. So thank you so much for having me on.
No problem. We appreciate you. Thank you. All right, listeners. So Next time, get in on them giveaways, damn it. This is the season
Word.
ender. But we're going to have some videos dropping for you guys. Don't worry. I have more SP videos coming. I have tons of stuff coming while we're on break. And we're not going to take a long break. We're going to come back soon. Now, I know you're probably like, oh, it's only 14, 15 episodes. However, we gave you almost 2 hours every episode. And last season, it was like a half an hour. So that's where the difference comes in. I hope you guys enjoyed what we had to give you. We appreciate every one of you guys watching, listening, the likes, the subscribes, the supports. Thank you guys so much. And we'll be back soon. Anyone got to add?
Well,
We
peace.
sample
and peace.
everything. WeSampleEverything.com, people. Go.
Yes.
Follow.
Thank you guys. All right. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Oh.